I'm now heading towards the UN Human Rights Council to give my speech, obviously. I do feel kind of nervous, I'm not going to lie. It's not my first time giving a speech, so I just have to tell myself, keep calm and try my best, obviously. Fun fact, this behind me here, this is the Red Cross headquarters. That's where international humanitarian law was founded, because the Geneva Conventions, which protect civilians during times of war, were signed. And opposite there, that is the UN office, which I'll be heading to. Yeah, nervous times ahead. So guys, wish me luck and let's go. Before I go and have to go past security check, I used to did some intern work at UNDSS, the Department of Safety and Security, so I know how it works. So we have to go through security and then we'll go into the main hall, which I'll show you guys. Obviously I can't film inside the hall, but in and around premises I try to let you guys have a look at what the UN's like in Geneva.
That's what I think before we used to have many people after from Burma that
This is my meeting schedule, and that's 3 o'clock. Room X6, room 20 is mine. The 59th session of the Human Rights Council, and apparently the PM of Austria and Ireland is here as well. Here is the main building for the Human Rights Council. I'm currently downstairs. The meeting room is upstairs. Yeah, we'll check it out. So, as promised, I'll give you a quick tour of the place. This is the press conference place for the human rights. This is back as the hall, and over here you have basically, you know, artwork by or probably I'd say gifts from different permanent representatives and missions, like this one. You can see it's beautiful. It's made by Peru, donated by Peru. There's a couple more back there. So yeah, this is how the UN functions. Each state or member state gives a gift towards the building as part of the upkeep, and also they pay the annual fee, obviously.
The days of colonialism and imperialism are over. If anyone thinks human rights are protected in Hong Kong, I invite them to come and see the true Hong Kong for themselves, rather than simply relying on reports from Western media. We Chinese people are in control of our own destiny. And please reserve lectures on human rights for law students and not my city. Thank you.
Behind me is the very famous Allée des Drapeaux, or the flag alley, as in French they call it. Over there is the broken chair. All the 193 member states of the UN are here, and I believe probably also the 2 non-permanent members, which is the Holy See and Palestine. And on this side you have the main building. You have the UN flag in blue, and obviously the emblems. Not only in French or United Nations in English. It's a bilingual system over here in Switzerland. So yeah, I've just finished my conference. Much few relief, I have to say. Well, you can take a look and judge my performance. I welcome all comments. Please comment below. Okay, so guys, we're now at a place called Café du Soleil, which is a very famous Swiss restaurant. We're trying to eat fondue, and I've got our friend Joaphy, as you may know.
Hi, I'm Joaphy. We're from Hong Kong.
Yes, she's got her YouTube channel. It's really brilliant. Go subscribe if you haven't. It's a very big channel, so you might have seen her before in many videos. And this is Deng Le from Sichuan, and yeah, we're trying to taste the local delicacies. This is mainly cheese inside, as you can see. We've got the beef platters from the region here, and it's mainly predominantly bread. So we use these kind of sticks to eat. I think we put the bread in.
I think that's kind of a fork.
Yeah, it's like a fork.
Swiss fork.
It reminds us of sort of barbecue, doesn't it, in a way, back home.
Well, if this is in Hong Kong, it will be viewed as a weapon.
True, it might be a weapon, so be careful, guys. You are warned. And yeah, we've also got some rosé. So yeah, let's enjoy, and bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
So that marks the end of my speech. I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously, you don't have to agree with everything I say, but I say it truly from the bottom of my heart. A bit of reflection. Obviously, I was a bit petrified the first 10 seconds. It's my first time speaking in front of the UN after all, at such an important international forum, the Human Rights Council, in front of all the nations. But after around 10 seconds, I sort of calmed myself down and soothed my soul and mind, and everything went smoothly, thankfully, towards the end. So yeah, I've obviously done some work at the UN before, in New York, at the headquarters of West Africa, with UN ODC. But it's different, you know, because I was just working sort of like as a civil servant type of job in the UN before, and now actually speaking in front of them is, yeah, a huge task. But thanks again to the Beijing NGO for International Exchanges for inviting me on. I think it's a huge honor and duty to speak up on behalf of Hong Kong, especially in such turbulent times. I was speaking obviously at the panel for lawyers and judges with the special repertoire there, so I think I've given my sort of insight and evidence as someone who started my PhD in public international law in Hong Kong. So yeah, I've been to like around 80 countries around the world so far, and I feel very happy to be back here in Hong Kong. Also, you know, China essentially. I'm actually now in mainland China. This is the West Lake in Huizhou city in Guangdong province. It's very scorching hot today, but yeah, I think it's a very apt time to give a short reflection of what I've done at the UN. One of the most interesting things actually happened right after my speech. I was actually approached by the Cuban ambassador to the UN in Geneva, who obviously was there listening to my speech at the very end. And he came up and commended my speech and gave me a thumbs up. He basically said that he and basically his country resonated a lot with what I had said in regards to the US sanctions on Hong Kong, because as you may have known, Cuba has been under US sanctions for decades, literally, because they've pursued a different path of social development. They've adopted a socialist system like here in China, with the Communist Party in charge under Senor Fidel Castro. And they've got basically sanctions. You may know the Bay of Pigs incident. They tried to overturn them, the CIA, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel it's an honor, honestly, to speak up for not just Hong Kong and of course my motherland China, but also the global south, the developing countries like Cuba, who has been under Western imperialism for a long time. When I said during the speech that the days of colonialism and imperialism are over, I truly mean it, because that's genuinely how I feel after I've been to, you know, so many countries, seeing the destruction of imperialism around the world and how much division and tension they've caused and wars. On that note, I want to say that thank you so much for your support to my speech and for the channel. If you have any criticism or praise you may have, please feel free to comment below in the comment section. I welcome any form of comments, and as always, it's a pleasure. I hope to see you again very soon, and trust me, there'll be more videos, because believe it or not, Key Bros are back.